Close your eyes and get centered and just hold that. And I don't tell them what this is. Sit down. I've had people just absolutely break out crying, emotionally, just weeping. Said, I don't know what's happening. I can't stop crying. This is Tesla technology. This was given to Judy Beebe. She's a medical intuitive.
Oh, she is?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, she's written 30 books or something. Tesla appeared to her in her dreams, but it was like he was in her bedroom.
Wow.
And he gave her instructions on how to build this. And Judy Beebe, with her friend, they were into electronic circuitry, trying to build this. So a while later, Tesla appears to her again, and he was really pissed off. And he said, I told you, why are you fooling around with circuits and electric wires and so on? There's pure hydrogen, pure oxygen, and pure water. Those three elements in certain proportions. He gave her that formula.
Yeah.
She got a glass blower to blow these individually. And then it gets put in a vacuum, so there's no air going in, and it's sealed. And Tesla's formula is in those things, and it does everything. We measured, I was holding this in my hand, and Richard was measuring with this thing.
Right.
You know how far? Probably half a mile. We had to drive with a car.
Oh, so he was with you, because
Yeah.
he told us that story
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
He told us the story. He was
Yeah.
you then.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're not ready to hear stuff, right?
You can
Because,
take this
yeah.
into your bath, and it will put the frequencies into your bath water as well. I have it beside my head and my pillow all the time. This is the second one. Lynn pulled the bed out one day. This fell down. She didn't know I had it there, and it broke.
Wow.
So if it falls down now, it won't break again. But, I mean, I've had people touch this. I said, I want you to get centered, and I want you to sit down. I don't want you standing, because some people start wobbling around like that, and they're holding it in their hands. I said, close your eyes and get centered and just hold that. And I don't tell them what this is. Sit down. I've had people just absolutely break out crying, emotionally, just weeping.
Yeah.
Said, I don't know what's happening. I can't stop crying.
Wow.
It has a different effect depending on where you are at. Everyone's at a different place.
I have to tell you this. I'm sorry. I'm excited because I don't really get to talk about this. But when I was holding our friend's gem sphere, because he had done some of the things with it and been spending a lot of time with it, I was just holding it and thinking about it because I was kind of like, this is cool. I'm kind of excited. I'm into all this. And it told me a bunch of stuff about him personally, about like his emotional issues, like very directly. And there was even one image I had where it flipped a dictionary open because our friend was obsessed with dictionaries and it had like all the, the really thick, nice ones, and flipped open to a certain page and showed me a word. And I was like, man, like this is so strong.
When you have some time or some extra time, just go into Judy Beebe. I'll try to send you the link. And listen to her talk about how Tesla communicated with her. Like, she's an amazing lady. Judy Beebe, as a little child, would be taken in the 50s to the UFO conferences.
Oh.
And while the men, I used to know the three Georges. They were the most up-to-date into UFOs back in the 50s. People laughed at them, but they had meetings and people got together. And her mother belonged to this group, took Judy as a little girl. And you know what the ETs did? They dropped angel dust on the shrubs outside, and Judy, as a little girl, would go and put her finger on it, and they'd go poof. And the angel dust, strings of fairy things, they manifested that.
Yeah.
And she's telling these stories. You gotta listen to Judy Beebe tell her stories about the three Georges.
Yeah.
And so she became a medical intuitive, and she wrote at least 25, 30 books. And then Tesla appeared to her and said, you got to get out of California and you can go to Montana, go into the woods somewhere. So she found a place there, and she meditates and she gets downloads, and Tesla appears to her, and she's really plugged in. And you start doing these intentions. You can make your own intentions. These are some of mine and some I got from Mike Emery. This is amazingly powerful stuff. Amazingly powerful. You should hear the people who got into this, and it's mostly women who are building these things. There are some men, but mostly women, because they're intuitive and they're fearless, and they'll go and do this stuff, and they get feedback because they're sensitive to these frequencies.
Right.
So, they send healing to their friends, or they send healing, we want the rain to stop. It's been raining for a week. Please give us sunshine or something. Put that intention in there, and sunshine comes.
Right.
And depending on how balanced you are and how powerful you are with your intentions, the better it works.
Right.
Others, they'll do intentions and nothing seems to work, but nothing else much works in their life either.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah. And some people give up easily. If it doesn't work the first time, give up. Try something else. Well, no. These things you have to have faith, not
Right.
belief. Belief is the enemy of truth.
Mm-hmm.
Belief is the enemy of truth. I want to know. When you know something, forget belief. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can tell you that you don't know it. You know it.
Right.
On all levels, physical, mental, and spiritual. You know something. Can't be taken away from you. But belief comes and goes. Belief is the enemy of truth. Just remember that.